Welcome everybody back to Low Concept, a generic D&D game for generic people. Why don't we take a moment to allow the mists of mysticism to warp and distort reality around us and allow us to peer into a different scene somewhere else. Echoing through a chamber, there is just the soft sound of running water, the sort of dripping down, and the soft array of steam filling out the room.
Shadowed figure enters the room. Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. A shadowed figure. A shadowed figure enters the room. Excuse me, sir?
From in the bath, there is just a hand shoots out, a bony white, grabs a towel, pulls it back in. You know how to knock, right?
I entered 3 times. I assumed you heard.
Fair point. What is it? I'm busy.
There are 2 people here who want to speak to you.
Can it wait like 10 minutes?
No, the opening scene is playing now.
Fuck! The curtain is pushed aside, and a man steps out, wrapped in a towel. Okay, alright, who is it? He points to the side at the summoning circle, and there is a sort of like a blue energy that comes up and around, and you will see 2 figures materialize in the air, sort of just kind of floating there, one upside down, one right side up, and Malbed looks over. Ah, great, wonderful, excellent. What the hell are you doing here?
Well, hey, big, tall, and scary. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Wonderful to see you again. Nice fit. Looks scary. Looks threatening. Final boss material, that's for sure.
Okay, spit it out. What do you want?
Well, you see, your last little holding cell,
Yeah, kind of fucking blue.
like real big time.
So, you had one job. Get the mage to think that he's doing stronger magic. What happened to the mage? Did he just let you go?
Oh, no, about that. Yeah, you remember when he said he was a level 20 bard? Yeah, that was a lie. Really sucks at magic.
Malbed. Facepalm. Great. Wonderful. And you didn't try and stop the destruction of the artifact whatsoever?
Well, what did you want us to do? Multicast our death? Concentrate harder on the concept of being eradicated? Oh, I know. Die twice as much.
Okay, fair point. So what, you want better powers or something?
That would be preferable. Yeah, maybe this time we'll actually be able to do something ourselves. You know, we're much more competent than any of those goons that you're putting in these dungeons anyway.
I'll think about it. If I can come up with the right rituals, I'll make you a better artifact this time. On the off chance that you actually do something!
John Government makes a stealth check.
John, what?
John, what the fuck?
That's a 17. John Government exits coolly, unnoticed.
John, we can clearly see you. You're standing directly in the middle of the... Okay, whatever. Right. Just go be a bother or a nuisance or something. I don't care. I'll set you up another... Do you like tiefling skulls? This one's got horns. That work for you?
Maybe then we can stab them with it. Or, you know, cover it in the blood in order to do a little bit of a blood ritual. Or you could put this thing to use. Or, I heard that there's a flesh golem tome going around. What's that about? Yeah, come on, big, tall, and bad. Tell us.
Okay, look. One of my superiors brought it upon himself to create a flesh golem for the 4th dungeon. What of it?
That sounds fun. If that happens, we, and the two ghosts kind of link their arms, want to be a part of it. Fine. I'll make you up for that, then. The two of them look at each other, smile, and phase through the wall.
Fucking ungrateful undead. Tell you become the fresh and clean warlock Malbath, and all they ask from you is what? A little charm here and there, a little dark magic. Well, dark magic is not that easy.
He continues complaining as he steps back into the shower.
Do you guys think he washes his, scrubs his entire body with a toothbrush?
Fucking dying when I heard John government exits coolly.
I needed to mute myself for that because I was laughing too much. It was so fucking good.
Oh my god, he's powerful. That's so high.
So, you guys have cleared the dungeon out, I would like to also say, on top of your level 3. Who currently has the keystone?
I coughed it up as a referee, and you picked it up.
Yeah, you were next on initiative, so you grabbed it.
Right.
Yeah, so Eerie, as that's sitting in your bag, you start to feel almost this, have you ever spilled, carbonated water on you? You get, a little sizzling going up and down your arms.
I didn't, but noted.
And soon that sensation starts to spread throughout the entire room, and everyone, somewhere in the world, a log fills. Happens, you all get this kind of mental, almost psychic image of a tall stone door and a inset glowing sort of green rune in the top left keystone slot. On top of that, you all feel, just sort of as you look around the room at each other, everyone noticing that the others are feeling the exact same thing simultaneously, you feel a linked magical energy course through you. So long as you have this keystone, you have access to a special mechanic I'm going to be introducing in this game called the Sage's Blessings. Essentially, each one of you, once per dungeon, is allowed to call on the blessing of a sage. This is the one for poison.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Tali, I only have one slide of spell slot.
Yeah?
Lay on hands. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. So anything that has a counter, a sort of class resource, you can snap it back to full as a free action.
Oh, that's wild.
Boy,
That's
that's really
big.
good for Duncan. We don't have a monk, but cool.
Huge for me. That
Pretty big
doubles.
for
Yeah.
you.
That doubles my.
I can heal more!
That doubles
I can
my
kill
healing
more.
without-
I can kill!
Kill! And we were both jumping up and down, just yelling, kill! Kill!
I don't know why, but these people feel like they're getting murdered.
Killian needs Alice's restaurant as a stand.
I'll tell Wesley.
You should. It's important. And yeah. Furthermore, before we continue, do you guys want to roll for the gold and items in the room? Because there are some.
I love gold!
I want.
Hold on, let me wake up Didgeridoo Donatello first.
Yeah, wake up, Donny boy.
Why?
I aggressively
Eileen.
smack the back of his hand and I give him 5 hit points.
That full health.
Dunk.
Jump away from the worm when he sees it fucking laying there.
Right, I still think we should kill that.
No, I gave my word.
You did, we didn't. I think we
Work
should kill it.
smart! Let's kill this fucking worm.
No, I.
No! No! No. No.
You can't control it. He admitted it at the beginning of the fight.
It is still an animal. And killing it
Yes,
while
and
just
that
sleeping
animal
is
is going to go-
dishonorable!
And that animal is going to kill Minerva here.
Can we at least make it tiny and put it in like a bag or something? Take it somewhere else.
I mean, technically, yes. That's something I was planning on doing with Louie and.
Actually, hold that thought. Yeah, this water doesn't go anywhere, right?
My knowledge.
I'm gonna dump out a shit ton of the bone dust in here,
How much?
and then I'm just gonna put the purple worm in my bag of holding.
Okay, you're not going to be able to get it into the hole through the bag of holding. It is too big to fit in.
Damn.
Didgeridoo Donatello's gonna whisper over to Reverie. I think he just wants the worm for himself.
Why would you think that? Really? Really, why?
Look at it,
Look at Callum!
right? And a guy like that I'd say, could use a purple worm or two.
Fine.
I don't think he would.
Anybody could use a purple worm.
Here, Reverie, by the way, could one of you come help me real quick, please? Only if you're not busy.
What do you need, Callum? I'm trying to get around the worm. There we go.
He could use a little bit of a...
5 hit points.
Shakes his head.
First start for him.
The dreadful migraine.
Good, you have still...
He kind of jumps back. He looks at Callum, he looks at Reverie.
It's alright.
Oh, it wasn't a nightmare.
No, it's not. And you're also free from whatever magics were going through that totem.
Free is a relative term. Yes. I am
You're more free than
feeling...
you were before.
Yes. That dastardly mage won't get the one up on me.
It's alright, you don't have to worry about her attacking
Are you sure?
him. Yes, that would be dishonorable, and Reverie's all about
It would
honor.
be.
I see.
If you attack them first, however...
All bets
well,
are off.
Yes, exactly.
I will put that on the docket of things to not do anytime in the future. Right.
He's still looking nervously around.
So am I free to just keep doing what I was doing, or...
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing what you were in the sense of helping certain people, but this is something that should get clarified quickly. Your worm companion, can you
Yes.
control it or no? Or can you at least...
Control is a strong word. I can
Not really control
soothe it.
See, not that big of an issue then.
I don't want to sound like a smart aleck or anything. Eerie appearing around the worm real quick. It seemed like an issue when it was soothed before.
Well, that's because of magical snapback, you see. It was under a soothing spell for a long time, and then, well, someone came in and smacked me in the forehead, and it broke off, and all of the anger and rage came back, woof, like that.
I'm
And,
sorry about that.
What happens if
I'm
that
not-
happens again?
Well, it won't.
He smiles, winning smile.
Eerie gives the fucking, like...
How crazy do you think we'd have to be to trust you? Let's do it!
Helm, watching all this happen, shakes his head and starts looting.
Alright, Mikey gets to do the gold rolls. Let's see here. Start with the D100, please, friendo. Four?
Or
Four.
Or-
Nice. Let
Well,
me go
might be
find my...
good, guys.
Reverie's coming over and helping, so.
Riches beyond our wildest dreams. 4 gold.
4 gold, indeed!
That's one for everyone here except for Callum.
It's like this giant pile as shown, but it's just really big pieces of gold.
Holy shit. Roll me 2d20, please. 20 plat.
20.
Okay.
And roll me a D1000.
1,000 copper.
152 silver. Yeah, so there's 20 plat, but only 4 gold. So actually, as you look around at all the gold coins, like half of them are actually platinum. It's like, wait, what?
What if I want to roll a d10,000 for copper?
Okay, do it.
I'll do it.
You start panning for copper in the water. Let's see how much you find. Reverie, this whole pool is filled with copper coins. There's 1,300 in there. Oh.
What we didn't realize
I'm
about
marking it all
Helm's
down
big
as.
bonus in particular is that it was just filled with copper pieces.
Thanks for the free money, Tali.
Yeah, that'll really change the economy there.
Yeah, my 13 gold in copper.
The Reverie is going to be encumbered by that.
No, I have a bag of holding.
Oh, true. It's now a bag of bludgeoning. Furthermore, there is one scroll right here. Now, Helm, did you read Donatello, Irita, Callum, everyone except for Reverie, basically.
Hey!
Sorry, it's just you're not the magical type, and you're also the brain no work type. Would recognize this as not a spell scroll, but an enchantment scroll.
The basically only helpful for reverie.
What you can do with this is you can apply it to a weapon to give it 1d4 bonus poison damage.
Bonus.
On top of anything else it's got.
Give it to me. I'll put it on my javelin.
On top of anything else it's got? Does that
Yep.
mean, like, if we get a weapon that already has a different damage type enchantment on it, we can add it?
You can add this to it,
cumulatively?
yes. Yes, you can.
Do have that oversized weapon that you can throw, though.
The spear would be a good choice. Eerie, you're gonna feel a shift in the wind behind you.
Taking the opportunity to try and make as lifelike as a sketch you can of this purple worm for a journal. Gets a little shiver and, like, turns around.
You are going to hear from over your shoulder. Oh, that's a very nice sketch you're working on there. Ah! Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to make you jump.
Duck!
Whoa! It just, like, dives down.
Donatello!
Both of these two fucking
Why?
deck around the same time.
Both of them ducking, both of them looking up. The snakes hiss at Donnie.
Like, the firebolt's gonna fly over and, like, hit this statue back here.
Triss, not here to attack, just suddenly.
I thought the mechanism was activating.
What
Never mind.
mechanism?
Hello. You scared me.
Hi, whatever you did allowed me to enter the dungeon? So thank you. It's like there's no longer a
Wonderful.
stone wall in between me and it.
That's good that you can at least enter this place now.
Maybe you'll help clue us in on what the hell's going on.
And actually speaking, what do you mean?
Eerie to, like, give him all the words that were thrown in between two certain members of that fight. Wonder who.
He's kind of speechless right now.
Who in all the realm is that? He's gonna point over at Louiander.
Hello.
Soft hand over the mouth. Snake's kind of up also at the same time.
Hey, what are you doing here?
And how'd you get involved with Malbad? Seriously, what are your contacts? Give them to me.
Donatello, do you just not stop talking?
I was tricked. I fully admit I was tricked. But I thought I tricked him first, so I thought I was the tricker doing the
Jeez.
tricking.
Fine, somebody had to say it though.
But you have to understand, if I had known I could have simply talked to you, I would have sooner.
That's all well and good, but what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be back in the material plane of water?
I got a loner, I guess you could say. Do you remember the armor that you were working on? Made from scorpion's chitin?
I cannot say that I do.
That's gonna make this more difficult.
Count walks over quickly, opens the book to the page he was studying, holds it up.
Just kind of floating there again, hand on under the chin.
That is a new page. Oh, very interesting.
Yes, well, long story short, it didn't exactly work properly.
So then am I to presume that I actually am dead?
I don't know. But, with enough time and enough arcane power, I could attempt to breach the barrier between where your mind lays now and where your body sits. It's a messy process, and I haven't apparently been doing it very correctly, as this friendly necromancer here has alerted me that I might not be the best at necromancy myself, but that's okay. I'm still working on it.
Immediately goes pale at being called out.
So, you're the reason that I couldn't get into the dungeon?
Maybe?
I have a theory on that, Minerva. He was in possession of a totem of some sorts that held two broken souls of sorts that seemed to enhance his capabilities to an extent. I assume it had some sort of hex to keep a certain phenomenon and other necromantic entities away.
I see.
As a way to sort of constantly keep Louiander attempting at a failing goal.
I have been spending every day in search of some way to wake you back up. I must have lost sight of everything else for a little bit there. I understand if you would hate me for it.
He looks to the side and just like clenches a fist.
Can Reverie take psychic damage for the lack of Riz this man has?
Yes, you can. Also, he's about to take psychic damage as she's gonna try and smack him. What,
please don't kill.
what the hell is your
please
fucking...
kill him.
Yeah, she slaps him. It doesn't do anything, but it does cause him to look up, and he just goes, "Ow!"
Stop assuming before I've said anything.
Okay, you're right, that's my bad.
Reverie's just gonna walk away.
You can have a moment.
Reverie needs to get away from the amount of lack of Riz.
Oh, you can see, you know the shoulders hung pose of somebody being reprimanded? It's that. I don't have the exact words that Minerva would say, but it's basically blah blah blah, don't necromancy, blah blah blah, fucking idiot.
He's so whipped.
Yes, I mean, when you find somebody that you care about, I can understand something like that happening. Not wanting to hurt them, not wanting to be shunned and looked down upon for what you are, and yada yada.
Her back is to you and slowly getting pulled towards Eerie.
What?
I feel like there's a... I will be back to you in a moment, Louisander. I promise.
No, that's okay. You take your time. I'll...
No, I'm trying to give you space. Please stop coming closer.
I literally cannot stop it. It feels like you are pulling me.
Eerie! Small woman!
Yes.
The key!
The key. Oh, the key. She's going to reach into her bag of holding.
Yeah, it's glowing green.
She is going.
The key! The key.
The key. Eureka's gonna slightly pull it this way and see what happens. Okay, that confirms it. Would you like me to move?
Hand me the key, I will bring her back over.
Seems like
I can withstand it.
It would appear that you are bound to the
It's
key.
okay.
I wonder what would happen if we were to...
I can. Let's just.
She's gonna float over here, and she stares at you with all four snakes.
Don't.
But you're already floating. Have you never wanted to be tossed before?
Don't.
It's okay. I don't need to throw it. I can just be in fake proximity.
It was in a worm's stomach.
You know, it's fine if you want to figure this out. We can have our conversation later. You know, when we've had time to think and
Stop
process.
running away from your wife!
And we're not married yet. Please don't assume.
Would you like to be?
I think that should be safe for whenever she's got it.
Reverie, I don't think that's a thing you just ask.
Propose, pussy!
He has!
Minerva's just gonna float over, just kind of smirking.
Yes, please, Louisander, do answer the question.
I need some time to think.
Runs up the ladder.
There he goes.
Oh, you know bars. They're just not ready for that kind of commitment yet.
Bards? He's not a bard.
He's not?
No, he dropped out of Bard College.
Stop.
Oh, that's why you act like one.
You know, if he's
Right,
not going to
I
come
heard about
down
that.
here, I suppose he's out of earshot enough that I could tell the embarrassing story of why he flunked.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I very much would.
Oh, you devil.
Small snake woman, I am intrigued.
So, here we were, right? I was sitting back at home, brewing potions as I did, and he comes in looking like a drowned sewer rat. Poor dear.
No.
Walks in, hair
not.
ratted up like a mop.
Gossiping. She's doing the hand
Came
motions
to
this
you
whole
like
time.
that?
Oh, yes. And he looks at me and he goes, I I failed Bard College. And I said, how is that possible? You've only been there for a week. Well, it turns out that he decided to cast his first vicious mockery spell at the headmaster. Do you want to imagine what he said?
Oh,
Oh
no,
no.
he did not.
It wasn't good. It wasn't pretty. I haven't actually been able to get the correct words out of him, but something revolving around a toilet.
Oh,
The headmat.
Oh,
Are
yes.
you sure he has a brain?
Uh,
Or at least the, social understanding?
he has a brain. He does not have social understanding.
Okay, that makes sense. Like Donatello.
oh, he's a lot of trouble, all right.
And I suppose this is a little bit mean-spirited of me, but I can't help it. When he's being such a coward. You heard me, Louis. Please stop hiding.
I should know. Erie was moving back so they could have their conversation. This started, and now she's looking like the fucking friend you brought over to play video games.
Yeah.
Now just sitting in the corner of the room while your parents
That's
argue.
supposed to happen. The gods would not be pleased on that. But how would you even manage that? I mean, that's a powerful artifact.
Ooh, did I overhear somebody say crimes against the gods?
Yes, possibly.
Oh my god. He's crawling into the mechanism to crush. He's trying to take himself out of this world.
Why is he trying to rat away, you little shit?
He's hiding. He's hiding from domestic abuse.
He's...
Wherever you're walking up, like,
What are you doing?
Fall, splat.
Ow!
He almost went unconscious again. Can I reach in and grab him by, like, the collar?
Yes.
It's not polite to grab a wizard.
I thought you were Bard.
Bards are wizards.
No. Even I know the difference. And I'm not that smart.
Minerva's gonna hold her hands out as if she can hold on to him.
Reverie will, with one hand, drop him, but with the other hand, like, hold him, like, millimeters below her hands, so it looks like she's holding him.
Perfect.
Louis in there.
He's still like pouting, looking away.
Just because I'm mad at you does not mean I don't love you.
You senseless things, mean things.
Yes, and it was to teach you a lesson. I see that it didn't work. I don't know what state I'm currently in. Physically, magically, emotionally. I think I need some time to think. But...
And she's going to place a finger on his forehead and just pat.
what you did was very romantic. Can't deny that.
I said I was a bird. What we do?
Can I bop him on the head?
Yeah, sure.
I want to heal him one hit point.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay. Pittance for my lord.
Pittance for my lord.
Minerva's then gonna say,
If you still need time to process, if you're still struggling with all of these feelings of guilt, which you should be, by the way, if you're not feeling any of that.
Oh, believe me, I have more than enough of that. One would say that the Great Purple Mage is the most guilty in all the lands.
Just talk to me in a week, okay?
How am I to guarantee that you'll still be around then? I only just got you back.
You could have walked outside.
I didn't know that!
And you checked all options.
No.
Minor suggestion from the cleric, you should at least go outside and get some sunlight every now and then anyways.
The sunlight, schmunlight. I don't need sun.
You will, if you stay down here, you will go blind eventually from the light difference.
And crazier over time. Can confirm.
Cave fever is a real thing.
You're worried about getting tried out. Just take a bucket.
A what?
There you go.
A bucket?
A bucket.
Full of water?
Full of water with a handle that you can carry. And you can do that little thing where you shrink down and soak inside of it.
That does sound rather nice. Does anyone have a bucket?
Oh, I think I saw one earlier.
I have a 10-foot iron door
What the fuck?
Here, you begin sketching against Seamless.
from the rope of use.
Oh,
I
right, okay.
Wait.
have a shovel.
If we put him in the
Oh,
bear
you're getting the
trap, we never
helmet.
lose him again.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Come up behind him as they're talking, and it's just going to slowly lower it over him and just go like, "Punk,"
So as I was
like a spider under a cup.
What is this? Why is it dark here? Oh,
He's going to lift
my
it back
sight.
up.
Is my sight going? Is this what you talked about? Oh, I can see again.
Oh, it tends to do that. It wavers when it's about to go. Yeah, let me just...
Minerva's gonna place her pinky on his head and slowly spin him around.
You know,
Suddenly the weight in your hand is gonna get heavier.
I bet I can carry him.
Are you gonna just keep carrying him in one hand?
I'll shift to 2 hands.
Badass. Roll strength. Okay, yeah. So you're holding your hands out, and then he just grows in your hands, boots in your hands now, and he's just like,
and I was going to say furthermore, oh, my, it's tall a bit. Good gracious, man, set me down. You don't have to. Don't strain yourself.
This is no strain.
up. Roll passive riz for me, real quick.
Oh my god!
Okay, yeah, no, he's flustered. He lands down. He actually trips on a rock. He goes to like catch
I catch
himself.
him.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you catch him. He looks up at you for a second. It's just like
Like the old fucking 90s movies.
Reverie
Just
winks instinctively.
Engaged.
Eerie
have 2
thinks
hands.
about mentioning the conversation they had in battle. Does not.
you know the snake like tongue stick out like Minerva just does that like 1,000-yard stare for a second.
I'll set him down. I'll brush off his shoulders. I'll turn him back to Minerva.
What was I even going to say? I've forgotten it all already.
I tend to have that effect on people.
We'll work on
Some
it.
people insult me and say it's my lack of intellect.
He gives like a really shitty smile.
Yes, we'll work on it.
Okay, I'm going to go sulk in the rat corner.
That's okay. Well,
I heard someone asking for news about the status of a specific snake woman.
Medusa. Snake is a little insensitive.
Apologies.
It's
I
alright.
never really know what to say.
Some people
I
think
do-
I'm going to turn them to stone still. Age-old superstitions.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could, to some people, if they deserve it.
She looks over at Luyander.
I think I just passively do that to some people.
I do have some news. Technically not fully dead.
Oh? Really?
Yes, it's weird. So the keystone acted as a sort of soul-binding magical effect because you were in a state of death, but
The
your body
keystone
is...
did, huh?
Yes, I'm assuming as much since you seem to be moving around with the Arita here who has the keystone on her.
That would make sense. I do feel like I am bound to it now that it is out in the open.
Yes,
I'm
and
sorry.
You're quite alright.
You still have a pulse, you're still breathing to an extent. It's as if you're under not only this sort of soul-binding effect, but also a sort of false death sort of spell similar to feigned death.
So, wait. You were bound to an object despite still being alive? That's cheating!
As if your soul might have been split in half, possibly.
Well, I can guarantee that this half over here still feels very, very attached to this world. I assume if I were a specter with unresolved wishes and desires, I would have this sense of longing, but, I do not have that. So I assume, well, I don't have control where I go, but it's possible to reverse it.
Yeah, strong magic. Lots of study would be needed. Luckily, it's my school. Study. Right, that's a whole conversation.
We could ask the other sages. They might know.
Yes, that is also a very good idea. They might know more about the keystones, depending upon how long they've been alive. How old is the next? Do you have any elfin sages or?
Elven sages? I believe there's one or two. In contrast to the other sages, I am, well, a little bit of a shut-in, a little bit of an introvert, a little bit of a...
She just kind of like gets a softer, almost embarrassed expression, just goes,
They kind of see me like the little sister of the group.
Deadpan stare, looks at Minerva, holds up her spellbook, holds up his spellbook. Gee, I wonder what it would have given me that idea that you're a recluse.
Oh, stop.
Eric,
You don't have to flatter me like that.
Iria's gonna give Minerva a look of understanding.
She would go, I'd much rather spend my time coming up with new things to create, and less time, attending to everything else in this world is so noisy, so busy. That being said, well, if there is something that can fix me, it might be beyond the gate.
That's very possible, yes.
Well, I'm not opposed to tagging along for the time being. I can give you as much help as I can.
Also make fun of me whenever I take hours to decipher at least one page of your book.
Do I have permission to not tell you all of the answers immediately? That's much more fun.
Oh, yes, that's why I said you can make fun of me when it takes me hours to figure it out at times.
Excellent.
and you swear the snakes chuckle.
Yes, Oh, right, I need to, also, since I was over here, looking at her body and all that other stuff, I heard you say items.
Yeah.
Where item, Tali?
Where item? Their item on, basically, imagine this like a funeral sort of pyre, in a sense. There are a lot of things laying around, artifacts, relics, and all of that. There are two rather mundane-looking things just kind of leaning up against the wall. If you want to give me 2d983 rolls, please.
For being very well put to.
That's awesome. One of the things that's sitting there is it seems to be an egg
No!
in a
Not the
glass
griffin egg!
tube.
In a glass tube?
Glass tube with a golden topper and a golden bottom and a pedestal of sorts, as well as a magical spell imbued into this golden tube. It's about the size of your palm.
What's the second thing?
The second thing seems to be a magical lantern.
I'm looking at this thing. What?
Yeah, so you can feel the magical runes along the bottom of this. There is a lambent half-power heat metal spell. This is an incubator for a phoenix egg.
Phoenix.
That's even better.
Man, the necromancer got an undying bird. Interesting.
Minerva, do you mind if I keep them?
She just kind of narrows her eyes.
I have absolutely no idea where that came from. Sure. It's probably something of Walter's he left down here.
Callum just has a big old smile. Oh, I'm gonna have fun teaching you things, and you're gonna be such a good little... I don't know if you're gonna be a boy or girl, if you even have a gender. Oh
my god, that's so cool. I saw that and I was just like, oh, this is awesome.
Dude, you started saying egg at first, I was like, oh god, it's the egg again. We got the egg!
I would argue this is cooler than the egg.
I mean, it's also fun because I'm just gonna start, talking and then stop and just like, oh, right, and there's this magical lantern. I'll identify that as soon as I get a moment. Do you want me to talk here or should we go somewhere else first?
I think moving would be nice.
Hey Duncan. Tides of Chaos.
Alright, what am I on?
What?
No,
Demon
not
1000.
next to me. Reset my
7,567.
Tides of Chaos. You kill someone
7,567.
that's 20 feet away from you.
Alright, you'll become acutely aware that there is now some very toxic thing inside of your water skin.
Oh.
It's a glistening silver liquid that almost looks like metal.
Oh, don't get rid of that.
Did you read Donatello? You should drink the mercury that definitely just filled up your fucking water skin.
Give. We could sell that. I don't know how much it's worth.
I'm not drinking that. Are you kidding me? Oh. It would appear that my water flask has transmuted itself randomly. As so it is, the ebb and flow of entropy around us.
Normal?
What?
What happened?
There is no true normal when it comes to the wild magic surges that can occur at any moment around me.
Does
Well,
that
Minerva just
happen
died.
regularly?
Well, it happened once. Is that good enough for you?
What did it turn into?
Probably some alchemical concoction of the potency that is not the likes of which has not ever been seen before in this realm.
You could ask Callum.
As long as you don't hurt Ray, I will be fine with that.
I need not seek the answers of whatever wild magic has decided for my fate. Not from the likes of you who do not understand any of that and abide by order and law and all of that.
I mean, I do law.
If you dump it into the water supply, I will have to kill you.
Fucking rat, what are you doing with that?
It's his now.
The crystals in the mouth of those statues, they're linked by magic, yes?
Yes, and Gigi Donatello has been destroying some so far.
Maybe if we can figure out what spell binds them together,
Oh,
maybe we could use it as give that spell to her so it can just draw upon like magics when I'm walking
The
around.
safe word's Minerva.
Noted.
Yep.
Maybe you could ask the person who, I don't know, most likely set it up about that.
Yep, that was,
That's why I was bothering Luinda about it during the fight, remember? A rat to hide in his hole.
Oh, I'm not waiting.
Yes.
He
that
is still
sounds
vulnerable
helpful.
after the humbling we gave him.
If
You!
you're helpful,
No, not again.
do you still have that?
Donatello! Don't bother him.
Yes, it would be very dishonorable to beat a man while he's down.
Debatable.
Did you read Donatello fucking snaps his neck in the background when no one's paying attention?
Beating would insinuate I'd be leaving anything left, if it so came down to that.
Are we still on this? I thought we were over the murder boner.
You are not being level with us.
About what?
Crystals.
I sure do see them.
I haven't asked them yet.
What?
Callum, can you help me get the crystals before this devolves into a fight?
Excuse me,
That's
Miss
what I was
Priest, I
thinking.
would really appreciate if my fiance wasn't murdered before a week passed.
Yeah, okay, I'll go step.
Thank you.
Okay.
over here.
Kirito's gonna slowly move into position to be between Luiander and the fucking mad sorcerer over here.
You can stand, you can talk. He's gonna point up to the statue above him. And how about you help us wrench those things out?
There was so much work to put up there. No. Why? Why would I do that?
Because otherwise I'm gonna break your precious work if you don't comply with us.
Why don't you just stop? Why don't you leave me alone? You have what you want. You have your keystone. Leave.
I mean, it's just like one additional thing.
I think we should just leave him alone. At this point. I think I've already done enough emotional battery.
I just wanted to see if I could get your help knowing how you connected the stones.
How I connect them? Well, it's arcane rune inscribed and given a keyword and about a week of infusing with my own magic to link them all up telepathically to my own thoughts. It's a long process. Do you really want me to go into all of it right now?
Can you write a step-by-step guide?
Why?
Do as she says,
I mean, if
Luiander.
you don't want to, no, it's fine. It's fine, really.
I'm just.
Do as she.
Okay.
I grab the tree Donatello by the collar and
Says
yank him
Luiander.
backwards.
If you want to, you could also just see what they do to you, but I'm pretty sure these people do want to kill you. Not her, but him.
Can I yank Didgeridoo Donatello away from Luiander?
That's right, referee. Hold me back. Make it look like I'm really going at him.
I just toss him down the stairs!
Yeah, sure.
Gmod ragdoll noises.
Okay, look, I
Yeah.
can explain to you how I did it. It's just, I don't really know how I did it.
What? You don't. Is it like
Magical
hack
dropout,
magic?
remember? I don't know what I'm doing.
No. It's okay. I can find
Though
the
I'm not
different
inclined
core.
to trust him, that
Well,
explains
if you want,
everything.
I know why the keystone triggered on my name.
Oh?
Magic works off of intent, Leander. That's all you needed to say for me to know that you were still true of heart.
I knew that. Well, you see, I actually intentionally set the keystone to be your name because I thought, well, they wouldn't think to say your name in the room that's full of your...
You can stop lying.
I'm not lying, you're lying.
That's another lie.
No, just...
You are not very good about restarting your relationship, sir.
I was given a week. I didn't think I had to start now.
Surprise.
Yeah, but she's here right now.
Just try and be amiable if you can.
I can try and be amiable, but if I'm threatened, I'll bite back.
As you have the right to do. Irita,
Yes, ma'am.
do you mind giving the waystone to Leander? I would like to talk with him.
Eerie gets like a look of like.
The most winning smile in the world as he just like tries to not evilly place his fingers together, but they still look evil.
Like almost looks at Reverie for like confirmation or literally anyone, so she has an excuse to say no. I don't want to give it to the Malbad sorcerer.
Yeah, I suppose that might be alright.
I'll keep an eye on him.
I'll be on my best behavior.
Okay.
I promise. I'm a reformed dark purple mage now. You can trust me.
You just say you didn't have time to. Okay, here you go.
I don't remember half the words I say. Don't make fun of me.
And what? Okay, just take the keystone.
Then Minerva just shakes her head. If he tries anything, I'll use my own magic to try and stop him.
I would never raise a finger against you.
I don't know that for sure.
Ow.
Could have been mind controlled. I'm not talking about... It wasn't an... I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go study gems now. Bye.
These two are gonna sit in the corner being incredibly awkward.
Let's see, so that room connects to that, and that goes that way. How in the fuck did he manage that?
How did he manage that indeed?
Fun fact
Kill
about
you.
the rune also, Callum, as you're looking at it,
It also
No.
breaks the classic rules of rune crafting in a sense of it's basically similar to the artist's rule of not having tangent lines. He did not align the runes properly, so there are some uneven facets of the gemstone, which leads to an unstable magical device. Oh, this could blow up at any time.
We need to deactivate these before we leave Minerva's body.
Ah?
It was so
Yes,
much
Lisa.
work, though.
Nope.
Minerva fingers to his lips.
Do they?
Shh. He's a real mage. Let him do his work.
I'm a real mage, too.
Fucking pouty Leander in the corner.
He's going to blow
Reverie
everybody
feels a
up.
little bad for
He's
him
going
in
to blow
that
everybody
moment.
in this chamber up accidentally.
No, even better reason to get out of this fucking room. Let's go.
Agreed.
Yeah, the door's
Let's
closed,
go.
by the way. The moment you guys started getting close, the door's closed.
Yeah.
How is that the most scathing thing we heard today?
Best
Jesus
part about it
Christ.
is she did not intend it to be at all. I need a
Well,
Leander crying emote.
I suppose
You do.
it's not about what we want, it's about dying with all the others.
Oh my god.
Yeah, be a real adventurer.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
man.
be
Be a
real
real
adventurer.
adventure.
Die like a man.
Graves did it. All the cool kids are doing it.
Too soon.
I don't want to be like that guy.
Me.
You're forgetting his clan name was Crack Sniffer. I don't want to be like him. Twink is
I-
small, old like ball. Still like ball.
I want Minerva to get her body back so badly.
Oh.
Just so
Not
she
so
can get
she
up
can
and
smack
actually
him.
slap Luinda.
Yes!
Luinda, did you actually have a second way out of this hole, or did you lock yourself in here like a dumbass?
Yes, about that. Well, I didn't want anyone disturbing me, so I made a magical lock.
Okay,
Well, that's
so you locked
reasonable.
in here yourself in here like a dumbass. Got
Just
it.
open the door. Wait.
No, I mean before we arrived.
Oh. Is there not a lock on this side?
No.
Whoops.
Did you not even?
How did you not notice that you had locked yourself?
I was
in the
very
room?
busy!
That's me.
You know what? Just for that, I say we kill the worm.
No.
No.
The worm shouldn't suffer for his ineptitude.
If anyone's
Oh,
going to
so the worm
suffer,
is
it's going to be Louis, and I'm going to haunt him for a few days for his transgressions.
Can I still say I missed you?
Yes, of course. After we get the gemstones out, though. Those will kill me permanently.
After we remove
I
the
will just
literal
be dead.
I will just be gone.
Then I'll be haunting you actually.
And who knows what I could do? Maybe I won't have control of my powers anymore, and I'll just poof.
Anyway, yeah, to remove the gemstones and deactivate them, I need an Arcana check from those involved.
Okay.
The DC is 10, so I think you can do this. It's very primitive magic.
Luckily,
Okay.
I'm relatively decent.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not.
Alright, so you start to take out the 2 gemstone eyes. Eerie, as you're clicking one out, you accidentally dunk it against the stone. A crack runs along the weak side of the gem, and it starts to glow bright green.
Callum,
Put it down and run.
Fucking.
You're gonna need
quick
dex
sprint.
saves from both of you, or that.
I'm holding 2 things.
Erie was gonna quick sprint and try and throw it into the river.
Fair.
No.
Midair, right about here. And some of these shards of lambent poison energy spark back into your hand. You're gonna take 7 poison.
lovely. Okay, yep. No, I shouldn't be doing this.
I was saying.
Small woman. Small woman.
Yeah.
Give me your hands.
Oh.
She will give. She will
So,
give.
you know how your hands look when they're cracked and dried? It's that, but like running rivulets of green energy going through them.
Oh
Heal
goodness.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm not the only one with healing magic.
You're very welcome.
I really should thank you for saving my life as much as you have.
Excuse me, if it's not too much trouble while you're doing that, could you, do you mind telling me how to do it, how to do it right?
I mean, it's relatively easy.
He just barely remembered what the word "right" was.
Accidentally smudge or mess up this rune right here. This will cause it to explode as well. That's
Okay,
what else
okay.
is there?
I,
You have to have a steady hand.
oh, that one I learned from Minerva, actually. I know the rune for poison, haha. But this one was taught to me by, the spirits.
The
The
spirit.
spirit.
He says this like ominously.
I'm assuming the ones that were in your necklace that seemed like they were dead, but
Yes,
Not-
this rune was supposed to help put a positive energy in the air for Mistress Minerva. I can't imagine why it would explode.
Callum, that's the rune for AoE explosion.
hey. So they were anything they taught you, assume that it was evil.
Shit.
However, evil does not mean not useful. Explosive rune, essentially. Very useful.
His eyes widen.
They were trying to set me up?
Like I said, unattainable goal. You cross them, solve this problem at the source.
You know how that I'm currently stuck in a waystone? Think of it like that, except you wouldn't have much control anymore.
Right.
Like I said, not every necromancer is a good one.
I imagine you speak from experience?
My master was a good one, but there's a reason why many people discriminate against necromancy and the people who use it that are not of the cloth.
Yes, I noticed. People don't have a good feel for it around here.
But I mean, if you really just raise a corpse without any sort of permissions, that sort of...
Oh, yes, the consent is the most important part.
Anyway, I'll just keep these safe for the moment.
I can't imagine trying to bring someone back to life without their consent. That would be horrid.
Why do you think most of them have a dull, useless corpse whenever they summon people?
Minerva's gonna poke him on the shoulder.
Weren't you literally trying to do that too?
Well, you would have done the same for me.
Literally, no, I would not have. I would have mourned and I would have moved on. After a while, don't get me wrong.
Chalk it up to the bard.
Alright. Just remember, Bard Brain. Apply your rules to yourself. Hmm?
Yes, Mom.
Flick.
You have a man with you now.
There we go.
Great!
Great.
Also, on the way out, he will hand Minerva back to Eerie.
Oh, thank God, I'm not trusting that man with that fucking keystone.
Valid.
The sun is so bright out here. Why were you people saying that the light is good for you? I hate this. I'm going back inside.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because you've been down in a gloomy cave so long, your eyes need time to adjust. Give it a minute.
And if I
man.
spend too much time adjusting my eyes, I'll lose out on valuable time that I could be using searching for a cure.
Oh yes, because you're gonna find the cure in the same old dungeon with none of the answers you found before.
Finger droop.
That is a valid point. Continue.
You need to broaden your horizons, see the world and find new answers. Stop being a recluse.
Fine, I will try this. Socializing for a day.
Thank you.
And to give you the help action, Minerva will go.
It is what bards do. You know, talk to people.
Eerie, not knowing a damn thing about what bards do, will point and go like, yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah, but she said.
Callum. You wouldn't happen to know if there's any, like, evil minion rehabilitation plan or anything
Oh,
for him?
I mean, I had thoughts of how to help reacclimate him to society, and also try to make sure that he starts getting better at magic.
He is not going to make it a week on his own.
Oh yes, that's why I was thinking of introducing him, or I should say reintroducing him, because I think he's met him before, to that magnificent Dragonborn man.
Do we seriously have to get him a job at that tavern specifically? Couldn't we find a different tavern to go to get him a job?
It's a great tavern to get a job at so that he could... It has magical brews in it. It would help broaden his horizons a little bit and stop messing up runes. and-
You see Luyander in the grass drawing a rune.
And this is the one that they told me was for color change.
Yes, that's a magic missile rune.
And this is the one that they told me would, help me sleep better?
Oh my goodness, that's a hold person spell.
Callum, they already hate me in there. You put him on the staff, his vendetta plus theirs is only going to get worse for me.
Callum,
Yes, hello.
you realize all those runes they taught him that were fake are because they don't like leaving loose
Loose
ends,
ends.
right?
I figured as much, which that was going to have a whole conversation with you.
Wherever
about
you try to
things.
put him is going to become a target for the cult.
Or it's going to burn down overnight because he does something dumb.
That's also true. Oh my god. To him.
Honestly, if I had to make a suggestion, banish him back to the plane of water.
See,
The music pause there.
High enough power wizards can easily get there, and I assume they have that in the cult. But see, no, he probably won't be able
It'll
to.
be much harder to try to find a dude in the fucking banished back to the plane of water than try to find him in the fucking capital.
A counterpoint, locate person.
Counterpoint, locate person doesn't work across dimensions.
No, but it does if you know they've been sent there.
A potential in Count.
Yes,
If
exactly.
he has had any level of involvement with the cult, they're going to know he's as much of a dumbass as we do.
But he's a dumbass that has a very good silver tongue.
They don't trust him. They probably trust him less than we do currently.
Callum.
They set him up
You
to
say
explode,
he has
for
a
God's
good
sake.
silver tongue.
Yes, not to be confused with yours with your bull tongue.
This man can't lie to save his life, Callum.
Can I not?
He can't.
Well, you want to know one great thing about necromancers? The ones that go
What?
for the lichdom that I assume the Archwitch Melbad went for, they're not the brightest people. Reading people.
You overhear. Oh, I actually don't know what this one does. Do you want to activate it and find out?
I know it was a jump stat!
No, don't do that!
I knew it!
Well, Callum, you said it yourself. We are most likely constantly being scryed on, so any plan that we discuss out in the open no longer becomes viable, unfortunately.
But
Yeah, that brings up a thing. Do any of you guys know the spell message?
Raises a hand.
Does it involve writing
Right.
on paper?
No.
No.
What do you need us to use message for?
Well,
It's an easy way to
message
say
makes it so that no one can hear what you're saying. So,
Oh, okay, I see.
If you want to experiment with that. Anywho, that's not a
Maybe I just begin shooting a firebolt in a random direction whenever we talk.
Hey, why are we sitting under these dead trees looking all suspicious?
When aren't we?
We're trying to make sure that we don't get killed, or you don't get killed.
Me get killed? Very likely.
Can I throw a rock at his head?
Yeah, sure. Make a fucking dex check to throw a rock. Okay. Yeah, it'll donk off his
Oh my
forehead.
And since when were you talking to us like we are at all your friend, Louienda? We were discussing ways that we could potentially get you back on your own 2 feet without burning down any villages.
And why
Well,
do
you're
I need your help
competency
getting
or-
back on my 2 feet? I can walk on my own.
Metaphorical, Louis.
Metaphorically still, I don't... I am aware of what a metaphor is.
You do know that you have a. Okay, how do I phrase this?
Perhaps
People are
we're
going to come and
talking...
try to kill you.
Callum, perhaps we're talking to the wrong person here. Minerva,
Yes.
by the end of the week, do you think you could sort him out on the straight and narrow?
If I had a physical body, it would be a lot easier. But I
That's what I was afraid
think I
you were
can
going
make
to
it
say.
work. Yeah, if you leave the Keystone with Louienda, we can talk and we can work things out together. I don't want to be a burden to all of you with our back and forth squabbling. It's not going to be any fun, especially if you're trying to travel.
I say better keep the keystone.
we do have more tasks we need to do. up
Didgeridoo
ahead.
Donatello is just going to kind of like think for a second and then sit down, crisscross applesauce, and start playing his didgeridoo. And he's going to be messaging you, Callum, specifically. You're going to hear in your head, Louiender plus Keystone plus cult coming after him equals bad idea.
Yeah, understandable. Better than in with Walter. Safer there. No keystone.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
That is a terrible idea, Minerva.
I agree.
Do you think Luinda could defend you at all from anybody?
Well, I'm sure he could defend.
Answer with
just
your brain,
Malphite
Minerva,
is-
not your heart.
A strong enemy. And this keystone is one of the most valuable things.
You're
we have
right.
right
You're
now.
very
Right
right.
now.
I'm more used to being able to defend it myself, I suppose. I'm still factoring in my own abilities, which I should not be doing, I suppose. Right. What do you propose we do then?
Let's just hold on to it for now. We will be keeping it where we will be able to keep tabs on it, and if anything happens, we will know immediately.
Callum puts his hand over his mouth like he's thinking, but points at Callum to cast message.
You just hear Minerva grumble, how fun.
And Callum's gonna
Half of
say,
these people just aren't talking to each other.
and Callum's gonna hear, we could turn both him and Minerva into the castle, have them kept in the dungeon and constantly under guard. He is technically a criminal.
Actually, that's brilliant.
See,
Not the worst idea.
no, that's
actually.
the worst idea. That is the worst
That's a
idea.
fantastic
Because
idea.
Because Callum's gonna respond back, just horrible idea. Kingdom Guard are on board with whatever dark necromancies are going on in town. Honestly, I had a good idea here. And Louis, did you know this spell, Identify?
I know that spell, yes.
Do you actually know it, or are you messing with me right
I
now?
know that spell.
Deception check 10.
Okay, so I'm going to need to teach him one spell. And then he can work for Walter. Walter is the safest thing, place, person. Walter is the safest Walter right now.
Didn't we leave him back?
Oh, he has a
Oh,
shop
Oh no,
in
he's
town.
also in the capital.
Yes, he has a
What?
shop in town.
He can move through any water, so of course he made it there.
Yes, I could.
I was
Minerva
not aware
holds
those
up a
those
finger.
capabilities.
As long as you connect poisoned water or filthy putrid water to another water body that happens to be ample in size, you'll show up there eventually.
Yep. That's what he was
Is that
saying.
why there's a giant, like, river swampy thing of poisonous coming from your thing?
She looks
Is
down.
That just
Those are just the byproducts from all of my alchemy.
Just to throw something out there. Walter doesn't happen to be upset at you for the Malbad thing, does he? He was
pitch
a
it like
friend
we're
of
giving
Minerva's.
as we pitch it like we're giving him as a gift and he's an object. Walter will take it.
That is slavery.
What? No.
If I remember correctly, Aita, whenever Walter spoke of Minerva's significant other, he didn't seem upset with him. He seemed neutral. But that was only because I believe Minerva is happy with him. So if Minerva ever gets upset with him, his life is pretty much forfeit with Walter, probably.
I don't think we should say those things out loud to this man. That only will
You can
not
hear the
make him
sound
want
of
to
a-
not go with the idea.
Of like a death rattle escaping from his throat. Of just like a.
Unless, of course, he proves himself useful. I was getting to it.
Proves himself useful, and Minerva's vouching for him. I guess. Who the hell even is Walter
It
anyway?
just still sounds like an ultimatum to me, but okay.
It kind of does.
that you're not the evil one?
He points a staff at you, Callum.
I'm not evil. Trust me. It may sound like an ultimatum, but it's actually just me jumping to the worst possible conclusion.
You're very manipulative. You should become a bard.
You're not. You should not.
We have laid out the pros and cons for you, whelp. Do not speak about what we should or shouldn't do.
Cowers back away.
Yes, sir.
He just kind of like looks to every. Am I really manipulative?
How you are not manipulative, you are kind, but you say things very plainly.
What Louis was saying is that you're smart, and smart people sometimes scare him.
Oh, alright. I was
Irita actually has to stifle a chuckle.
I was panicking. I just felt like maybe I was starting to be. No, I'm not.
You're
evil.
not
I'm
evil.
still-
I cannot guarantee that.
Okay, that's good. Whew.
Evil is putting a king in an eternal coma.
Oh,
That's
that's-
evil.
Yes, I would not do that.
is Baron completely out? I have to ask.
He can't. All sorts of magical and medical means have been tried, to my understanding. We think that the keystones are the only saving grace at this point.
Yes, I think they said something possibly behind the gate that might be able to save him.
Well, if they're gathering all the keys, it must be rather serious.
Yes.
Right.
Well, if we want to go find Walter, we could.
I know my way around. They don't know my face back in town, right? They're not going to shoot me on sight. I don't know what you all told the town guard.
I would be surprised if anyone knew your face, considering you were locked in a dark room.
Good, so the plan worked. Okay, excellent.
Don't worry. If the god hassle us, we've got a reverie.
Minerva smiles
I
at
want to
him.
put Reverie against the King's Guard.
Oh, no, I just meant reverie's very good with their words. Her words?
Oh, that.
Referee's words.
Yes,
I
Reverie
am.
can do that.
Yes.
you guys start to travel back to Castletown.